50, 45. There goes Davis.
Oh, my God.
Davis is going to run it all the way back. Auburn's going to win the football game. Auburn's going to win the football game. He ran the missed field goal back. He ran it back 109 yards. They're not going to keep him off the field tonight. Holy cow. Oh, my God. Auburn wins. Auburn has won the Iron Bowl. Auburn has won the Iron Bowl in the most unbelievable fashion you will ever see.
Welcome in, everyone, to a brand new edition of The Dream Wager, episode 636. Today is March 6, 2026. Okay, we got a great episode for you. Joey's filling in for Elvis on his normal Friday slate. How we doing, kid?
Oh, always good, February was a long, short month, so it's okay. We had a little hiccup there.
I fucking hate February, if I'm being honest.
I'm glad it's over. Now we're getting warmer. Weather's kicking in. Baseball season's about to start. We got a lot
started
before that. Yeah, you ain't wrong.
It started, kid. So, we got a great episode. We got some NFL news to discuss. I got some other news as well. We got NHL picks for Friday and maybe some Saturday. Got some college hoops. We're in conference tournaments already. Selection Sunday is next Sunday, so cannot wait for March Madness to fill out a bracket. And then we got some World Baseball Classic picks towards the end of the show. But, kid, I do want to start in the NFL. Obviously, NFL is king, and we will start in the Iron City. This Pittsburgh Steelers, they are releasing tight end Jonnu Smith. Unfortunately, it just didn't work out. The move will save them $7 million against the cap, and now he's obviously going to become an unrestricted free agent. But his time is up. His time is now.
I mean, honestly, an easy transition would be going right back to Tennessee, go with Bobby Salah, and kind of, give some safety net to Cam Ward back there. I feel like that's an easy option for him.
You like that move to Tennessee for Jonnu Smith?
Yeah, right back. That's where he came from, didn't he? Signed a deal with.
Thought it was Atlanta. Could be wrong.
Oh, well.
Thought it was Atlanta, but no more.
He did play from Titans. I know that.
No more Arthur Smith because he's in Ohio State. Can't go back to college. I don't know if he has any eligibility left. So no more Arthur Smith. But they have Pat Freiermuth. They got some good tight ends in Pittsburgh. So maybe they just didn't see it being worth it long term for Jonnu Smith and the
Big McCarthy. Anything to do with that?
Maybe Mike said, you know what? See ya. Don't need you.
Hey, it's his show now.
We got a really good trade that happened yesterday. Chicago Bears, they are finalizing a trade that would send DJ Moore to the Buffalo Bills. Buffalo finally gets a wide receiver one. Joe Brady, new head coach. He worked with DJ Moore back in Carolina. Buffalo gets DJ Moore and a 2026 fifth-round pick. Chicago gets a second-round pick. What are your thoughts here? Because, Chicago's a good team that has a lot of good pieces. Roma Dunze, they drafted Luther Burden last year. They got Colson Loveland. I guess they're expecting them to say, you know what, you need to step up, and they need to invest more in the line.
Yeah, certainly with Roma Dunze for the Bears. And I'm sure they'll float with Ben Johnson's play calling, whoever they kind of throw out there. I think the move was trying to bolster the roster a little bit, getting that second round, right? That's what they got.
Yeah.
And DJ Moore, I think he's kind of a fringe one, but I think Josh Allen, the way he plays, he could definitely, amplify DJ Moore's game. Remember, DJ Moore's been there for a while, right? Going all the way back to the Panthers. I remember the whole Steve Smith Sr., right? Should I start? He was talking to Camden. He's like, should I start this guy, DJ Moore, on my fantasy team? And they're like, I don't know. Camden was like, I don't know if
I think that was in Carolina. That was the time.
Bro, he was like a rookie or a second-year player at that time. So DJ Moore's been around. He's been through different systems, different quarterbacks. And yeah, I'm sure he'll be a good number one. Like you said, how Josh Allen elevates players.
My question is he a real number one?
I said that. That's why I said I think realistically he's more of a fringe one. I do think he's a better complement, but just you need a more solidified guy with maybe the frame that he offers than a Khalil Shakir for the Bills.
Does it help? Who won the trade, Bills or the Bears?
Well, I'm going to say you got a proven player. There's still a question mark. I think the Bears are drafting better, but I would say you get the player that you kind of want. And so the Bills won the trades as of now.
Let's go down to the bayou. 8-time Pro Bowler. I think he's going to be a Hall of Famer. Defensive end Cameron Jordan. He spent the last 15 years in New Orleans. He just coming off a 10.5 sack last season. He has no deal or new deal in place in New Orleans, so he's going to hit the free agency for the first time in his career. He intends to play his 16th year in the NFL, but he wants to come back, but they don't have a new deal in place. If he doesn't return, where would he go? He's going to go to a contender. I don't think he wants to be part of a rebuild at this point.
Coming from where again?
Saints.
And what team has kind of their feelers out for him if he's not going to go back?
That's the thing. Maybe Bears, teams that need pass rush, New England Patriots.
Yeah.
That.
All right. I mean, that's going to be right. You said it's Jordan, right?
Yeah, Cameron Jordan.
Cam Jordan. I mean, bro, he hasn't been a career Saint.
Yeah, 15 years, all in New Orleans.
Man, that's going to be so weird seeing him in another jersey. But yeah, at this point, and the way that the league treats their guys, and the way that the other organizations, get players, get veterans like that, you got a young core group that could feed off of a leader like that. Yeah, he's going to want to go to contender, and I'm sure one of the contenders will make room for him.
We'll see where Bears, they're freeing up a lot of cap room, as well. They just released Pro Bowl linebacker Tremaine Edmonds. And he's been a full-time starter in each of his last 8 seasons. He has 900 tackles on his resume as well. Releasing him, they cleared up $15 million in cap space. I don't know if they're going to go get Max Crosby, but, I
don't think Max Crosby's leaving. I don't know if you do that. Like, I guess you can get a lot from him, but I don't know. Don't you think he's like the face of the Raiders? Like he can just kind of keep people. He wants out personally, Max Crosby.
Yeah. So I don't think he stays. They're in a rebuild mode. He doesn't want.
Chicago will be interesting. Finally, when they get good, they will no longer be in Chicago. They'll be in Indiana.
I love that. That's funny. But that's awesome. Tremaine Edmonds. Either you go and get pass rush what Chicago needs, or you build up and protect Caleb Williams for the rest of his career. They do need to do that because their center just retired on Monday or Tuesday. So he was only 27 years old.
Get Lindenbaum.
So
the Ravens didn't re-sign him. You give him the bag, I think. You get him on your roster.
They cleared up a lot of money, so they got plans.
Ryan Lindenbaum, right? Center for the Ravens, ex center for the Ravens.
Yeah, I would imagine so, yeah.
Yeah, and I think that's who you go after, the Bears. Yeah. Like, that's who you should definitely highlight this offseason.
Speaking of the Raiders, they are releasing Geno Smith before the start of the new year. They're going to open up $8 million in cap as well. And, I just think maybe personally, Clint Kubiak just doesn't like him. I mean, when he got signed to the Seahawks as the OC last year, he was traded. And then he came to Vegas and he was released again. Yeah. So maybe he just doesn't.
He's the
like
holes
him.
In his game. He's aged. The arm isn't there as much, but like you see him as a backup, still like a viable backup, maybe to go to Miami or something like that, or Houston.
Yeah, or the Jets.
Back to the Jets, huh? I didn't want to say it,
but yeah, I think the plan is for the Raiders. They're still going to hire or sign a veteran quarterback. I don't think the plan is to start Fernando Mendoza week 1. I don't think that's a good idea personally. No, I think you're setting him up for failure at that point. Then.
Unless he's proven that he's ready. Do you think there's gonna? I like him.
I mean, even Patrick Mahomes was ready.
I honestly, I don't know. I just think with the Brady backing and the Raider brand, and you get a Mendoza, like a Jets keep blowing it every time they get a talented QB. The Raiders can harness a Fernando Mendoza. I see within his rookie contract they could possibly make a push for a Super Bowl. That's bold. It's bold.
Yeah. We'll see. But yeah, and then the last one is Pro Bowler defensive end Danielle Hunter. He signed a massive 1-year, $40.1 million contract, and 30.7 of it he gets on his signing bonus. He just came off a season with 15 sacks. It's the second highest total of his career. He's a beast. He's probably one of the best defensive ends in the league, and he gets rewarded.
Yeah, I mean, he's always been a threat and is just, fearsome when you see him on the opposing side of the ball. So, I mean, he deserves the money, all the years, all the sacks. I wonder what his number is, like all-time sacks. He's got to have been accumulating them for quite a while now.
Yeah, so that's all the NFL news. Outside of that, you mentioned baseball's in the air. No, baseball's fucking back. We had
Yeah.
the start of the WBC Wednesday night. Australia beat Chinese Taipei 3-0. It was great for the Aussies. I mean, Alex Wells was pitching a fucking
I'm hearing
gem.
they're doing pretty good. Don't they have 2 wins already?
Yeah, they're 2-0. And then on Thursday, the Czech, they lost to Korea 11-4, and then Australia won Thursday night 5-1 against the Czech. So, yeah,
Right.
Australia 2-0, and then today we've had 4 games. The early game,
Japan blew out.
before anybody woke up, my man Shohei almost hit for the fucking
Bro,
cycle.
do they have to play again tonight?
Who?
Chinese Taipei, Taiwan?
Yeah, 10 o'clock.
That's crazy. So 2 games in one day, or is it because it's out there? It
It's
was like
2 days
yesterday,
in-
and
yeah,
it was
then
like
today. And yeah, Cuba, big win against Panama. I took Panama just as like, fuck it. They kept it close, surprisingly. Panama, this is the best roster Panama has put out in the WBC. So they're not probably going to advance, but they gave Cuba a run for their money. I will say that. I took Netherlands -2, not Netherlands. I took Venezuela -2.5 against the Netherlands. They won 6-2. Mexico beat Great Britain 8-2. The game went over as well. We got 4 games left here on Friday: Puerto Rico, Colombia, Nicaragua, DR, United States, Brazil, and then Chinese Taipei versus Czech. If Czech winds up losing, or the loser can only lose one more time, and then they're done. So
we'll have a little more on that.
Yeah,
right?
A little later on in the show. Some NBA news. I don't know if you saw, but Jason Tatum, I don't think when he tore his Achilles, I said, oh, he's out for the rest of the year this year, but he's going to play tonight against the Dallas Mavericks, less than 10 months after his ruptured Achilles tendon. That's fucking crazy, though. Did you see that?
Yeah, I mean, for him to get on the court, do you think he's going to have full playing time? I mean, I expect him to surprise a lot of people tonight, actually.
Oh, I don't. I think I'm going to fade him in any way. I think he's on a minute restriction. He's
really, how did they announce that?
No, but you have to imagine he's probably just going to get out there. His assist is at 2.5. I think the points are at like 12.5. You don't imagine him playing 20 minutes. I mean, that'd be insane. So, yeah, I'd be interested. I think you got to, before betting on a guy like that who hasn't played in 10 months, he's coming off the bench as well, first time in his career. So, a guy like that, I think you just got to watch and see before you wind up betting on him. And then last night, LeBron James, GOAT, passes Kareem Abdul-Jabbar for the most field goals made in NBA history. I love Bron, he's stat patent right now.
Yeah, I was going to say, he's old stat patent.
you can't fault him for it, though.
No,
not
at all.
Love it there. And kid, that's all the news I got. Anything else that I missed that you got? That you that
no, I think you've pretty much covered it. You know what I mean? Just a couple things to get into this weekend, and like I said, not only for tonight, but I'll probably have something going into tomorrow.
All right. Before we do that, a quick word from our sponsor. We're brought to you each and every episode by Viva Tequila Seltzer, the most refreshing hard seltzer on the market, hands down. There's no wonder why Viva was voted #1 hard seltzer in the world by San Francisco World Spirit Competition. With only 88 calories, 0 carbs, 0 sugar, and a light 4.5 ABV. Viva is the perfect drink for your post-game celebration, as it was created with that active lifestyle in mind. We flavor tequila seltzer because flavor is the spice of life. And we like our drinks with just a kick, just like how we like our lives, whether it's Huckleberry playing around a golf with the boys or an elderberry watching the WBC. It doesn't matter. Our favorites pair perfectly with our Artisanal Blanco tequila for that subtle and refreshing drink. I believe here at the Dream Wager and at Viva is to live long, live well, and live it up. All right, kid, let's get to it. Like I said, I wanted to hit the NHL. We got a loaded slate here tonight. Some really good games. Red Wings, Florida Panthers. We had the deadline, so teams were making moves. Chicago Blackhawks traded their captain to the Minnesota Wild. Minnesota Wild, it's a pick of -110 both ways tonight against the Golden Knights. John Carlson, great defender for the Washington Capitals. He winded up getting moved as well. Devils didn't make any moves.
But he went from the Golden Knights where he was, right? Wasn't he on the Golden Knights, and then he went over?
No, I think John Carlson got traded to the Kings. The Kings.
Oh, well, but I'm saying he was on the Knights when they won the title, I think, a couple years back. And so
I don't know that. But yeah, we'll see. Any NHL you got? What do you like?
If we're talking tonight, I do like the Canes. They just seem to be a better team, more playing together. The Oilers rely on McDavid a lot. You've seen in the Olympics what happens with that. The Habs going to the Ducks. As compared to the Canes going out west, I think they'll do better than the Habs. So I'm gonna go with the Ducks. And you did mention the Wild, right? At the Golden Knights. I'm gonna go with the Wild. And then the Sharks. Yeah, I am seeing the Sharks gonna have an edge against those St. Louis Blues at home. So I'm liking some of the teams out west, some of them visiting and some staying out there. You got anything for Saturday?
For right now, no. But for tonight, I like the Red Wings money line.
Okay.
I like them. I like the over as well. I don't want to lay the minus 154. That's why I kind of parlayed it. So, Florida has not done well. They've dropped 9 of their last 11 games. 7 of the last 9 have come.
Hey, 2 titles back to back. It's hard to three-peat.
Yeah, and 7 of the last 9 losses have combined to 6 goals or more, and 9 of the 11 have seen 7 combined 6 or more goals. So, think we're going to see some goals here in this one, and I do like Detroit as well. Let's go to the 8:00 game in Dallas against the Avalanche. I kind of like the over here as well.
It could be high scoring.
This is the second meeting between the two teams, and Dallas, they took round 1, 5-4 shootout. And
no OT, right?
No.
That was regular.
And 9 of the last 10 meetings have had a combined 6 or more goals, and all 10 have at least 6 goals. So I like them. I think maybe Wyatt Johnson as well, anytime goal at plus 175. I think that's a good one. And Edmonton, Carolina, over 6.5. Edmonton, 11 consecutive games of 7 combined goals or more. So I think we see some both teams to score 3. I saw that at like plus 135, plus 140. I just think Carolina and Edmonton goals are going to be at a premium.
They're fast on the ice too.
Yeah,
I just think the Canes are that much better. Competing in the East right now. I know we look at the Western Conference, but I don't know, for some reason I'm liking the teams coming out of the East. I think they're.
I wouldn't take them on the money line, but I do like them. I would take Colorado, even though I do like the over. I would take Colorado straight up. Not going to touch 2 bad teams in the Canucks and the Blackhawks. I like Anaheim. Even though Montreal didn't do anything at the deadline, I do like Anaheim.
Both teams got a rest. Ducks coming off of a win.
Yeah,
I just think that they're going to have their number. So that's why I'm back in Anaheim.
And I like Minnesota, man. I have a ticket for them to come out of the West at 8-1.
Yeah, I think the Habs play tomorrow as well on Saturday, and the Ducks don't, so they could focus solely on the game tonight.
Yeah. Gonna take the Devils at home tomorrow.
That's what I was about to say. As
minus
for tomorrow,
1.5.
We know the Devils are going to beat these Rangers. They're always better than the Rangers. The Rangers.
That's the game they come to play at. And
it is. They always come. That's their Stanley Cup when they get to play the Devils.
Literally. So I also like Utah tomorrow as well. Minus 114 on the money line against Columbus. It's a back-to-back for Montreal as well. So I like LA on the short number at home, minus 134. Yeah. I think that's a good look as well.
Yep.
Toronto at home plus 146. It's enticing, but they're just not the same team anymore. They're really not.
You can't back it.
I can't back Toronto here, even at home at that nice plus price. They're the price for a reason, in my opinion. Sharks at home, my plus 118. They are on a back-to-back. Scares me a little bit off of them, but I do like Mikel Celebrini. I'll probably get involved with him in some way. Yeah, some way, shape, or form.
These 19-year-olds, man.
Insane. What do you like here for college? Anything here for tonight? I already had one. I had 2 games actually go off for me already.
I think all of America's gonna be rooting for Miami of Ohio, playing their in-state rival, the Bobcats of Ohio.
Yeah.
So obviously I'm gonna be taking them there, and it would be nice to see with how the dominoes may fall elsewhere that they get a higher seeding, and it just leaves no doubt. The Johnnies going to Jersey City, and it ain't easy to play Seton Hall. Taking the Pirates, and that's why if Miami High ends the season undefeated and the Johnnies lose, they're going to be ranked ahead of them.
Wow, is that tonight?
Yeah, both games tonight.
Nice. What time? The reason I don't see is because I'm in Jersey, and you can't bet on Seton Hall, even though I do think the points are a good play here. I think it's just too many. I got there with
9:00 tonight. That's why I wanted to touch the 2 9:00 games, because we have time.
Yeah, I hit on Winthrop -4 earlier in the day. I lost on Murray State money line. 3 plays for the
I
rest of
mean,
the
it's pretty
card.
much locked. I mean, a big comeback could happen with Murray State, bro.
Yeah, they're down like 19 though with 8 minutes left.
14, 24, 24. Yeah, not looking good.
Yeah, not looking good. 3 plays left in the slate for Friday. I got VCU. Dave Ross is actually alma mater. VCU at Dayton. I'll take VCU. I think
That's
the
Virginia
wrong.
Commonwealth, right?
Yep, I'll take them. I think the wrong team is favorite. Buffalo and Toledo. Too many points. Give me the Buffalo, baby. +8, -110. I think that's just too many points. And then last but certainly not least, is the greatest story in college basketball. 30-0. Give me, I'll lay the 5.5 with Miami of Ohio. And yeah, kid, that's my anything for Saturday. I'm gonna have an article written up for SGPN later in the night for my Saturday plays. So
I love that. I hope that these two teams are involved. Obviously we got to talk about number 17 UNC taking on number 1 Duke. I just think Duke's too good. So yeah,
little revenge spot too from North Carolina winning too.
Yeah, I think Duke at home here. It's gonna be jumping in Cameron, so indoor. So yeah, I'm going with Duke Blue Devils, and I'll lay whatever points get dropped. Is there a line yet or anything like that? I haven't seen it, so that's why I was just like, number 1 Duke's gonna stay number 1 after tomorrow.
Yeah, so Duke right now -16, +16.5 for North Carolina.
I think they got to make a statement here, bro. Like I said, I'm willing to lay it with them, and I think you're not going to get a lot of points, to lay with Miami. I think that might be one of the. You look at all the ranked games elsewhere; it should be blowouts. It should be laying a lot of points, like you are with Duke. But I think something will be close to the chest with number 22 Miami and how good they're playing. Only lost to Virginia as of their last 5, and I think they're competing at a high level. The ACC is really, really deep. So yeah, in conference game against Louisville, give me the team that's at home, Miami.
All right, and then let's end it in the WBC. Like I mentioned, we got some 4 games here tonight. I already laid the 2.5 with Puerto Rico against Colombia. Think that should be a really good game. DR, I'll lay the 5.5. I also like the over 9.5 as well. I think when you get those big spreads, take the over. We're gonna get a lot of runs here as well. I don't know if I'll lay the 9.5 though with the United States.
I literally said that though. It's 9.5 against Brazil. I'm laying it.
Yeah, so
I'm laying the 9.5. I think it's gonna be a blowout,
and it's -142. So
take it.
It's chalky.
That's funny. I didn't see the line, and I laid it. I was like, I will lay 9.5 runs with the United States heading into this matchup with Brazil because I think it's gonna be a blowout, and the line dropped at that. So hey, a little sharp on that number.
Total's 14.5. My worry is that we have a mercy rule. We saw it earlier again with Japan. They were up 13-0 and the game ended in 5-6 innings. So
the mercy rule is 10 points. So the 9.5 is the smartest bet you can make.
Yeah, so that's why I'm probably going to take the under.
I like the under smart. Yeah, if you're looking at total, but that's the thing. Yeah, if you're talking mercy rule, USA is the team to do. Unfortunately, Brazil, they can get us everywhere else, fighting, soccer, but baseball a little different.
And then Chinese type A, probably would fade them. I don't want part of either of them, Chinese or the Czech. Probably would take the under 9.5. Both teams have really struggled to score some runs here so far. So under 9.5, that's at 10 o'clock. Early start time, 5 o'clock. Korea taking on Japan. I'll probably lay the 5.5 with Japan again.
This is for tomorrow, right?
Yeah, Saturday.
I'm gonna have to send you a little something so you can lay something out for me because I'll give you all my picks for Saturday. So
yeah, and there's only 2 games with lines for Saturday. It's the one I just said, Korea, Japan, and then 11 a.m. Eastern start time, Colombia and Canada. Yeah. And it's a pick 'em on the board. Canada -111, Colombia -108.
I think Colombia's good, but I just don't think they're gonna win in the opening game with how they played before.
Well, so their opening game is in 10 minutes against Puerto Rico. So this is Canada's first game. They're going to be fresh.
Yeah, not Canada. I'm saying Canada's going to win against Colombia tomorrow. I'm saying Colombia, that will be their first game, right? Tomorrow will be their first game. Colombia.
For who?
For Colombia, right?
No, their first game is against Puerto Rico in 10 minutes.
That's not going to be good. I think Puerto Rico is going to throttle them, really.
Yeah. That's why I'm taking Canada -111.
Yeah, I took Canada as well. There's just I think they lost 7-1 and 8-1 Colombia, and then like the warm-up games. That's what I was talking about.
Oh, okay.
You know, so they're not looking too sharp. You know what I mean?
No, they're good in soccer.
But I wouldn't lay the run line. Like I said, I'm gonna send you a little something so you can make this bet for me. But I'm with Japan. I'm with Canada. I'm with Netherlands, Italy, Puerto Rico, Venezuela.
Netherlands.
Yeah, who are they playing?
They play
Tomorrow.
Nicaragua.
Yeah, Nicaragua's not that good. So
our boy Jimmy Mousepin, legend.
hey,
he's
he is
Nicaraguan.
nasty now. Nicaragua's got some great players.
Yeah,
but
don't disrespect my people.
Don't disrespect Curacao and what they got as well for the Netherlands. So that's why I'm picking them there. And then
Italy
Venezuela.
against Brazil.
Oh yeah, Italy's gonna blow them out. That's why they might mercy them as well. That's why I'm thinking there's no doubt you lay the 9.5 with USA tonight. And like I said, USA and then South Korea. I'm gonna send you it. We're gonna finish this, and I'm gonna.
Are you going to take the underdog Israel against Venezuela?
No.
Venezuela -4.5.
Yeah. Yep, absolutely. Yeah.
Oh,
I just think the level of pitching isn't there for the bats that Venezuela has. And look what they just did. That's the thing. First thing, let's throw Ronald Acuna Jr. a fastball right down the middle. He'll almost take a yard.
Yeah, I want to actually see because I only watched a little of it. Because they did have a good win against the Netherlands 6-2. Let me see the box score real quick. Let me see what Acuna did. He was 2 for 4. 2 for 4 with the hit. Not bad. Not bad, right?
No, not bad at all.
The Venezuelans, they're free now. So
I love
they're
it.
doing
It's
well.
getting loud over here.
Yeah. All right, kid. Any last words before we get up out of here? Quick, short, and to the point. You're going to a Coastal game?
We'll see if I can catch it in time. If not, maybe hang out the weekend at the the mud park, something. I don't know. Watch some fights, watch some basketball, college basketball be on, and maybe I'll make an appearance on Sunday. We'll see if I can get here.
All right. Sounds good. Yeah, like Joe said,
See you
UFC
guys
326.
Sunday. I will be here Sunday.
326. So we got fights. We got WBC. We got March Madness. We got fucking everything. So stay locked, stay loaded. Enjoy the weekend. Good luck on your bets. And we will see you guys on Sunday. Peace.